Good afternoon, Pisces. This is the September 2020 reading. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. I can't remember if I got Pisces or not in the month of August, but I know that I missed a bunch of them. I'm telling everybody I'm just going to get to these readings when I'll get to them. So today we are using the Tarot Mucha deck, which has been one of my favorites lately. It's a little bit trickier to read than the Rider Waite like I'm used to, but this one works just fine, and I love the imagery on this deck. So we're going to go through this, and I'm going to try to make it through rather quickly, and we'll try to keep this at about 10 minutes, maybe a little more. We'll see what happens. Okay, so your energy for the month is the Ace of Swords reversed. Let me wipe my camera off a little bit here. The High Priestess. The energy of the people around you is represented by the Four of Wands and the Eight of Swords reversed. What draws you to the people around you is the Nine of Swords. And then some potential outcomes that we have is the Six of Swords reversed and the Four of Swords. Lots of swords energy this month. And then we've got another possible outcome is the Six of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so what's all this mean? So something has been hidden from you, or something has been, as represented by the High Priestess. I see something has come to your attention that was like an eye-opening experience recently, or will come to your attention soon, and it's going to be like the aha moment. Things are finally going to fit together for you, and you're going to start understanding things from a new perspective. However, this is going to put you, like, it's going to be a lot to think about, and it's going to be a lot to take in at one time, and it's going to put you into this sword cycle, which is a cycle of like intensive thought, but learning and contemplation, logic, things like that. Like it's a lot to it's going to be a lot to think about, whatever is revealed to you or has been revealed to you. And I can see like this being something that the people around you and you also want to celebrate. Like there will be cause for celebration eventually here, but it's going to be something that makes us feel stuck in the meantime. Like this is something that we're really going to have to put a lot of thought into, and it's going to feel like we're tied down, we're held prisoner to whatever this idea is. And I can see this affecting not only you but the people around you as well, as represented by the Nine of Swords here. We're it's going to be something that we're stressing or thinking about collectively, and it's going to involve like collaborative problem solving. And this could be a problem in your relationship or in the workforce or with anybody that's in your life. It's going to be like a team effort to solve some kind of big problem, or maybe not even a problem, maybe just something that needs solving. Not everything that needs solving has to be a problem, right? So a potential outcome here that I see as a possibility is us needing to sleep on it and rest and take some time to think over. This isn't something that we want to act on right away. And if we do act on it right away, I can see us making a hasty exit, like us escaping, but maybe escaping into another problem or a bigger problem. So this is definitely something that we want to mull over and take our time thinking about and kind of utilize that swords energy, because swords is the energy of intelligence and logic, and while that energy is strong for us, it's important that we capitalize on it and use it in a positive way. We don't want to be the swords reversed, where we're thinking things through in a hasty fashion and acting too quickly and being reactive, because that will only bring us to, like, that'll start the cycle over again, and it brings us more problems and more hardship than we had in the first place. And we don't want to be there. We don't want to feel stuck either, but we definitely want to use our time while imprisoned to this cycle to think things through and make proper decisions and be intellectual and garnish what we can from the situation, so we're actually making progress rather than moving backwards. So I can see this taking a great deal of work, but I do see it as something that's fruitful for you and eventually comes to, like, it ends in it ends to your advantage, but it's definitely something that you're going to have to work towards. And I can see you doing most of the work and you pulling the weight of the team, and maybe feeling like you're not getting like a fair shake or help from the people in your life like you would expect to. But I guess that you're gonna have to be mature and do the work, just like I have to. We don't always get the help that we expect from other people, but we often just have to bite the bullet and do the work and not worry about other people and not worry about what they're doing. And they might already be celebrating while you're doing some of the work, but that's okay. I do see this ending in a moment of celebration if we don't act, if we don't behave reactively, and we take the time to think things out the way that we're supposed to. Um, I see this having a positive outcome. We've got the Six of Cups here, which I see as a positive card. I see this as a card of like generosity and maybe even, the celebration. I'd relate that to the Four of Wands as well. I see it as something that I see it as a positive card. I see us getting something out of this. Maybe not I do see it being a material gain by the Eight of Pentacles here. I see it being something that we can celebrate with our friends and family as well. It's a pretty short reading. I drew some oracle cards as well, and I take these at face value. This is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I drew the Lost card. We may have to give something up or come to terms with losing something, and that's kind of part of the sword suit as well. With loss comes grief, and this could be part of the cycle that we're in here. And I would also advise you, just like this Six of Cups reversed would imply, we need to use caution this month and think things through and not be reactive. We don't want to jump at the first opportunity that we have. We really want to take our time with the decision that we have to make. The new information is going to be eye-opening, and we don't want to get too excited about it and put ourselves into a compromising situation. And I see the compromising situation or the news that we're receiving bringing us to a moment of exaltation, and that's a big word. And when I pull this card for people, I realize that not everybody knows what the word exaltation meant, and I didn't either when I got this deck, so I had to look it up. And it means like a moment of rejoice or great happiness. So this is a good card, but I see this playing out twice in this month. I see the exaltation perhaps when we maybe not when we get the news, but the celebration once we figure the problem out for sure. But this could be good news that we're receiving, but it's still going to take some time to think it out. It could be like a new love interest that maybe has some stipulations attached to it, or maybe it's something that we've got to work towards, somebody playing hard to get a little bit, or something a little bit like something that doesn't come easy to us, but it has the opportunity for great potential. And finally, I drew the health card. I take it at face value. This might be a good month to pay extra attention to your health and to, take care of yourself. Self-care. Self-care is important when we're putting a great deal of thought, like especially like if you work in a helping profession where we're taking care of other people, like and my moon sign is Pisces, so I can kind of relate to this reading to some degree too. Like, it's important to make sure that you're being taken care of before we take care of anybody else. I really hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you guys again next month. Thank you very much.